This is my 3D printed vacuum forming machine. Custom control box here located in the front. Got a Nextion LCD touch display. Couple buttons make things move around here. Here's the basic stage. Got a 3D printed table, bed, vacuum bed, bearing holders here, standard rip-wrap stuff here, these 8mm rods, 500 millimeters long there. A 17 stepper motor, GT 2 belt. There's a switch for the DC power. The top of the heater, AC power controls, relay power. This is switched AC here. We got the pulse width modulation heater control. We have a relay in there too. Yeah, a little dim here. Backside, here's the it's to see there's a 24-volt power supply there for the steppers, and logic power supply and relay for the vacuum solenoid. It's located down here. So yeah, here's our little vacuum pump, $50 vacuum pump, 1/4-inch line, flare fitting. Runs a little loop there, give some flex. Over here, where we suck the air out of the tank. An auxiliary valve here. You can see we got a pretty good vacuum on there right now. There's so goes up out of the tank, vacuum solenoid, and then we go on up there. Tell I actually use this PVC conduit fittings there into the box. And, let's see, here's the actual heater. These are 300 watt heater elements, infrared heater elements. I got them for about $1 a piece off of eBay, and if you can see this box, it's built with a fire brick in there. I basically built this aluminum box around it. Oh, aluminum liner there in the center as well. The wires go up and through the top here. Salvaged this nice little terminal strip off an old electric stove. And well, that's the gist of it here. Oh yeah, here's a little box here. You can see the display, little buttons here. So we got a Arduino Uno, and on the bottom level there's this driver there. You can barely see it underneath the Uno, and this one on the other side is a little more exposed. So I went with just to be safe, I went with two separate drivers. Probably could have done one and bridged it, but I went with two separate drivers and just bridged the driver inputs instead of the output. So plenty of power to, and I didn't go with those little toy drivers they use on the wrap. These are a little heavier duty, just hopefully avoid troubles. So that's the basics of it. Okay, yeah, here's the top frame. And here I have a sheet of plastic, still got the film on it, got that milky white. Now you can see the bed a little bit better. I'll go ahead and raise this. You can see the oh, that's basically a whole roll of PLA plastic, a whole spool, 1 kilogram. Was it 34 hours to print or something like that? Incredibly long time, more than a day. So see all the parts of the motors, the clips for holding the bed in place. Got a silicone bead around the edge, sealing that down to the bed. And this is just a simple 2x4 frame here. Some screws. Seems to be rigid enough right now without triangulation down there, although I went with triangulation up here. Brace holding these brackets for the heater. Now, it's worth noting here that I didn't have to buy any materials for this, save for the junction box and the switches up here. That's the only thing I had to buy materials wise, aside from the heater elements and the mechanics here for the CNC parts. So everything else is 3D printed or scavenged. Just happen to have a couple of pieces of steel that were the right size for this. Might have gone with aluminum if I'd shopped to buy something, but I had some steel. I coated this with, this is a high heat paint, so there's no worry there. Little set screw here on the belt clamp, holds that to the stage. This is up and down. Looks like I could maybe tighten that a little bit now that it's had some motion here. Anyway, now let's give it a demo.